Top 5 Tacky Wealth Flaunts. Number 5. Timothy Dexter's statue collection. Given that, by his own insane admission in his autobiography, Dexter lucked his way to wealth, it's appropriate that he insisted on being called by the title of Lord, even though the lack of monarchy made it so that he couldn't possibly actually be one. So to impress everyone else instead, he had 40 statues erected in his front yard of luminaries ranging from Napoleon Bonaparte to George Washington to himself. Actually, there were 2 statues of himself, cause really saying he was only twice as good as everyone else there was only being modest. Number 4. Geoffrey Bolkiah's life. So, you're the Minister of Finance from 1996 to 1998 for the oil-rich country of Brunei and a member of the nation's royal family. Then you decide to steal an alleged $14.6 billion worth. What do you do with that money? How do the following sound? Buy a 747 and refit it so that it can be used for just your polo horses? Buy a cruise ship and name it Tits and name lifeboats on it Nipple 1 and Nipple 2? Buy a bunch of custom-made ultra-realistic statues of you having sex and that don't flatter you in the least? And 4. Assemble a harem including Gillian Lauren who can go write a bestseller about you. All of this has managed to come back to haunt him as currently he is on trial. Number 3. Princess Diana and Prince Charles's wedding. Remember how everyone would have a complete cow over how wonderful it was that Princess Diana raised money for charity? No wonder she felt the need to raise money for those less fortunate. It would take a long time to make up the amount of money spent on her wedding day. The wedding cost approximately $110 million in contemporary money. Then 15 years later, it all got flushed away in a divorce. Sorry, but for $110 million, the British government should have been legally allowed to hypnotize them into not only loving each other or giving them reverse eternal sunshine of the spotless mind treatments to ensure they would never ever be capable of thinking that they should separate. Norwood Young's uninspiring movement. An R&B singer from the 90s who decided a statue of Michelangelo's David was just what his yard needed. Oh wait, no, he got 20 of them. When a bunch of people protested and he managed to make the news for what he did, he made a music video about the whole mess called Stand Up for Something. There's not much evidence that people united together to defend the right of a millionaire to keep millions of dollars worth of statues on his property. Number 1. Jim West's direct approach. Texan oil baron Jim West, who lived from 1903 to 1957, accrued a fortune of only $10 million, which even adjusted for inflation doesn't come close to Geoffrey Bolkiah's or Princess Diana's fortunes. But he more than made up for it with lack of style. In restaurants, at parties, at pools, he had a habit of throwing handfuls of silver dollar coins around to watch people scramble for them. He had pants specially made with extra big pockets to hold enough coins for proper coin-throwing parties.